Cuando le des like, porque debería ser, le diste like Facebook, ¿cierto?
Sí.
Ah, ok.
Creo que ya estamos. Déjame checar.
Sí. Vamos a ver.
Sí, ya estamos.
En la página de Enlightened Living.
Ajá, parece ser que estamos en Enlightened Living. Sí. Bueno. Sí, ok, ya me confirmó. Hola. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Bienvenidos a Angelspeakers en español. Al parecer ya estamos en vivo. Y aquí estoy con Amalai Denise Osores. Bienvenida, Denise. Buenas tardes. Creo que en Costa Rica ahorita ya es una hora más tarde que aquí, entonces ya son buenas tardes, ¿verdad?
Sí, totalmente, totalmente. ¿Cómo estás, Lili? Muchas gracias otra vez por la invitación.
No, gracias a ti por estar con nosotros. Si recordamos, hace 2 semanas, Denise estuvo con nosotros en el programa y compartió una meditación muy bonita. Y no nos alcanzó el tiempo. We didn't have enough time to in our last session, two weeks ago, when we invited Denise, we did a short meditation, and we not actually, it was not that short. I mean, it was good enough because it was a good attunement, but we didn't have time to share anything else about Denise. So this time, she's going to be sharing more. She's going to be sharing some pictures, and she's going to be sharing more about who she is and what she does. Entonces, estaba diciendo que hace 2 semanas, cuando Denise estuvo con nosotros, hizo una meditación y no nos alcanzó el tiempo para compartir más acerca de ella y compartir fotos. Así es de que hoy está con nosotros aquí para compartir un poco más de ella, y ella va a compartir unas fotos de un lugar en Sudamérica. Yes, so let me first, before we start with that, I would like to say that Terry Angel, our dear Terry, is right now in Pennsylvania. She arrived today to Pennsylvania early in the morning. I think around 7 in the morning she arrived. And she did a land blessing in Michigan before going to Pennsylvania. She was in Michigan, and she did a beautiful land blessing in Lake Michigan. Terry ahorita está en Pensilvania, acaba de llegar. Y antes de ir a Pensilvania, estuvo en Michigan. Hizo una bendición de la tierra ahí. Voy a compartir en su página de Facebook, que se llama Our Journey of Healing. I'm going to share some pictures of the land blessing in Lake Michigan. Ahorita voy a ir a la página de Facebook de Terry Angel, que se llama Our Journey of Healing, y voy a compartir unas fotos de la bendición de la tierra que hizo en el lago Michigan. No, I am in Enlightened World Network, so let me go to Terry. So can you see the picture of her car? Denise, can you see it?
I'm seeing her Facebook page.
Yes. Can you see a sign that says
Yes.
Our Journey of Healing Peace on Earth Tour?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's her car. It's called Angel and Me. That's her car, but let me see if I can scroll down and find more of that. Okay, Angel. Okay, let's go to these pictures first. So again, this is in Lake Michigan. So there are things that she finds in every land blessing, like they are kind of repeated. So it's like the peace sign, like she finds trees that have the shape of peace. There are children, there are animals always in her land blessings. There are heart shapes that she finds. Oh, there is it. That these are the stones that she put in the land blessing. It was a beautiful, beautiful sunset that day. That's Christina. Oh. Yes, so there is a video too. There is a video, but I'm showing right now the picture. So that's another. So that's her car that has the sign, Our Journey of Healing Peace on Earth Tour. And then if you want to see a video, this is the video right there for the land blessing in Michigan. And you can find also like this. Let me see if I can. Okay, so that was a land blessing in Michigan. And next week, Terry, I believe she's gonna be with us. She's gonna be in New York next week, so she might be able to join us from there. So that's the update about Terry. Can you hear me, Denise?
Loud and clear.
Okay. I think I didn't have my headphones plugged properly, so. All right, so let's start now with a meditation that Denise is going to do with us. And at that time, I'm going to be able to do a little bit of sharing.
Perfect. So I'm going to ask everybody to just find a comfortable sitting, a comfortable position. This is a very small meditation. It's just to center ourselves and to do a reset. Maybe many of you has been like in the day-to-day, and we are gonna do this small reset and bring our presence right here, right now. So just find a comfortable sitting, encuentra un espacio cómodo, confortable. Vamos a hacer una meditación muy cortica como para traer nuestra presencia en el aquí y en el ahora. Entonces, te invito a que cierres los ojos.
Denise,
Yes.
I was hearing an echo and I still hear it. Like you are now repeating yourself.
How is it? Is it now better? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I am hearing the echo, like it's repeating what we are saying.
Oh, maybe you are with the video on, like in the Facebook. I don't know if, is it that? I don't know if somebody from that is watching this can confirm if you are hearing it clearly or if you are also hearing the echo. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to check. Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna let you do it and see what happens, okay?
Okay. I don't know if somebody that is watching can confirm us if they are also hearing an echo here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue. Lily, is it okay? Okay, I'll continue. Voy a continuar. So find a comfortable sitting, a comfortable position. And encuentra este espacio o siéntate cómodamente. Y te voy a invitar a que comiences a respirar, a que inhales y exhales más lento de lo normal. So I am inviting you to start breathing in and breathing out very slowly, slower than usual. And also I invite you to close your eyes. Te invito a que cierres los ojos. So close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Just ensure that your spine is totally erect. Asegura que tu columna está totalmente erigida, erecta. Sí, está toda derecha. Inhala. Exhala. And keep inhaling and exhaling, counting to 5 on each exhalation and inhalation. Sigue inhalando y exhalando, contando hasta 5 en cada inhalación y en cada exhalación. And allow that with each exhalation, all your worries, your preoccupations, your concerns, all the stress is being released from your body. Y permite que con cada exhalación todo el estrés, la frustración, las preocupaciones, las dudas, las penas se liberan de tu cuerpo. Inhala paz. Y ahora exhala paz. Inhale peace. And exhale peace. Inhale serenity. And exhale serenity. Keep doing it. And notice those parts in your body that are tense. And breathe in those parts. And as you breathe in, they relax. And keep breathing into those parts that you feel are tense. Observa tu cuerpo y esas partes que aún sientes tensas. Inhala y lleva la respiración a esas áreas. Y relaja la tensión con la exhalación. Relaja esa parte de tu cuerpo. Sigue observando tu cuerpo y relajándolo más y más. La espalda, los brazos, las manos, las caderas, las piernas. Keep observing your body and taking that breathing, that breath into all the areas of your body. Your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your hands, your belly, your back, your hips, your thighs, your legs, your feet, your head, your knees, your toes, your fingers, your forehead, your mouth, your eyes, your cheeks. Relax. Sigue relajando tu rostro, tu cráneo, tu nuca, tu frente, tu cuello, tus orejas, tus labios. Relájalos ahora. Keep bringing your attention into your breath. Mantén tu atención en tu respiración. And any thoughts that comes, just allow them to pass by. Y cualquier pensamiento que llegue, permite que pasen. And from here, connect with your heartbeat. And connect with the heartbeat of the earth. And connect with the heartbeat of the cosmos. Y desde aquí, desde este espacio, conecta con los latidos de tu corazón. Y escucha el latido y conecta con el latido de la tierra. Y conecta con el latido del cosmos. And now, connect with your first heartbeat. Y ahora conecta con tu primer latido. And just feel it. And siente. We are going to bring gratitude to our hearts for this life, for this moment. Just feel gratitude in your heart for the life you have, for that first heartbeat. Y ahora vas a traer gratitud a tu corazón por la vida, por el presente, por el aquí y el ahora, por tu vida, por ese primer latido, por ese regalo de vivir. And feel gratitude growing more and more from your toes to your fingers, throughout your body, throughout your head and your skin and your muscles. Y siente esa gratitud expandiéndose y creciendo desde tus dedos de los pies, los dedos de las manos, la piel, todo el cuerpo, todo el cráneo. Bring a gentle smile to your face. Trae una sonrisa gentil en tu rostro. And feel the gratitude. Feel your chest being open. Siente cómo se abre tu pecho y los hombros se echan para atrás. And your shoulders falls back. You are opening your chest. You have a proud chest now. And breathe life. Y respira la vida. And breathe the gift of living. Y respira el regalo de vivir. And breathe the life force. Y respira la fuerza vital. This infinite life force that we access every instant. Esta fuerza vital infinita que accesamos en cada instante. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Connect with your wisdom. Connect with the angel within. Connect with the artist within. Connect with your essence. So let's start coming back very slowly. Breathe in and start feeling your body. Your fingers, move your fingers, your toes. Breathe in and breathe out. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. So welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed this. How are you feeling now? If you can just drop a comment, it would be nice for me to know. So thank you so much for joining me on this. And thank you, Lily. So, muchas gracias a todos por acompañarnos. Si quieres escribir un comentario, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te sientes después de este centrado? Y Lili me pidió compartir unas cosas, ¿verdad, Lili? ¿Me escuchas bien ahora? Are you listening? Is it okay? I don't know if Lili is... Can you listen to me? You are on mute. You are on mute. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, so what I did, because I hear an echo.
It's from your computer or your iPad. I think you are listening the video also at the same time.
I don't have my headphones on, and I am only speaking through the microphone. And so I hope that there is no echo.
Computer or your iPad. I think you are listening the video also at the same time.
I don't have my headphones on. And so I hope that there is no echo.
Technology, that is so good.
I hear an echo. Even I am like in the live and I hear the echo.
Technology, that is so good.
So let's go on and just share with us, Denise, I guess just a question that I have is, I know your name is Amalai Denise, and I usually call you Denise. Sé que tu nombre es Amalai Denise y normalmente te llamo Denise. Y quería saber qué significa Amalai. Y después de que contestes esto, ya haces lo que compartes lo demás que tienes en mente compartir hoy con nosotros y tenemos aproximadamente 30 minutos para ello. ¿Ok?
Okay. Okay. Do you want to put on mute? ¿Quieres ponerte en mudo para que no se escuche el eco en el vídeo? Sí, si quieres ponerte en mudo, Lili, y ahí ya no se escucha la parte de atrás. Super. So thank you. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit about why Amalai. Voy a compartir un poquito de por qué o de dónde nace Amalai. Amalai is a name that I've been hearing for a while now, and it started like almost a year and a half ago. So Amalai es un nombre que he estado escuchando hace un tiempo atrás, directamente conmigo, ¿verdad? Cada vez que hablo con mis seres de luz, y tiene más o menos aproximadamente 1 año y medio. Sin embargo, la primera vez que escucho Amalai es en un viaje que hago en el Cusco, a Perú. Yo soy peruana, nací en Perú, vivo en Costa Rica hace 18 años. Y la verdad es que mañana estoy cumpliendo años también. Estoy de party. I'm saying that I am from Peru. I'm born in Peru, but I'm living in Costa Rica for about 18 years. And in fact, tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm very excited as well. Y Amalai lo escucho primero allá en Cusco, en una comunidad. Sin embargo, no descubro qué es lo que significa, ¿verdad? En esa comunidad. The first time I heard it was there in Cusco in a community, but I didn't learn what was the meaning. So in these conversations, I was hearing like that was for a week at least, I was waking up and the word that I was hearing, it was Casa Amalai, like Amalai house, like every day, and it was super loud. And I was asking myself, okay, what that means, what is the message? Am I going to put a kind of an holistic center? The name is going to be Casa Amalai, like Amalai's house, or what? Empiezo a escuchar por una mañana, todos los días, así súper claro, súper alto, como Casa Amalai, Casa Amalai, Casa Amalai, y me preguntaba, ¿qué es lo que significa esto? ¿Voy a abrir un centro holístico? ¿El lugar donde trabajé se va a llamar Casa Amalai? ¿Qué es? So then I kept going and I said, okay, I'm just gonna pay attention to what's coming. And I kept hearing like that. And I kind of understood that was kind of also how they were referring to me when I was connecting with my higher self or my light beings. En algún momento entendí que también era como se referían a mí. One day, I think I was reading a book. I don't remember well if the book was, I think it's Oneness from Russia. I don't know if you heard about the book. It's an amazing book. Estaba leyendo un libro, Oneness de Russia. Excelente, súper recomendado. Y de pronto la palabra que me llega es I am alive, en inglés, ¿no? Estoy viva. And when I was reading that book, then the word that came to me very clear was I am alive. And when I was hearing that word, my whole body like is kind of, you feel like a thunder going through your body and you're realizing it and you feel that. So when, at least it happens with me, every time something comes, every information and for me, I know it's true, then it totally resonates in my whole spine. It totally activates my crown comes like totally up and all my spine goes like very straight. Cada vez que escucho algo que para mí es verdad, mi cuerpo resuena como si fuese un trueno que hubiera atravesado mi cuerpo y toda mi columna vertebral se endereza completamente y se pone súper recta y es como si estuviese recibiendo una información. So that's where when I discover, I would say, that, or I learned that I'm alive, it's kind of saying, I am alive. I am alive. So it happened like few weeks later. I was taking this course. It was a shamanic sexuality course. I was in Cusco as well, going through this immersion of 10 days. And after that course, I felt I'm totally alive. It really shifted my everything. I understood what is embodiment and what this beautiful temple is doing here, and what was the purpose, and how much love I have, or I learned to have for this body. Y fue después que estaba participando, unas semanas después, de una actividad, de una inmersión de sexualidad chamánica en Cusco, donde descubro, donde siento completamente buen cuerpo esa energía de la fuerza vital, ¿no? Me siento totalmente viva y empiezo realmente a amar este templo que nosotros tenemos, que es nuestro cuerpo. Y así es como llega ese nombre, y pasan varios meses hasta que decido usarlo, ¿no? Tomarlo y decir, bueno, sí, ok, ese es el nombre como ellos me hablan, y ese es el nombre como me presento ante los demás. And that's after a few months later, because this is just very recently, I decided to take over the name, how I was called, and just present myself as Amalai. And just doing that, taking that action of, okay, this is how I've been called, and I'm going to use that name. Somebody could call it spiritual names o nombres espirituales. Algunas personas pueden llamarlos como nombres espirituales. Solamente tomar el nombre y decidir como, ok, voy a usarlo aquí en esta realidad, fue también todo un proceso, porque fue romper estructuras mentales de, hey, te vas a cambiar, tu nombre es esto. Entonces, estructuras que yo tenía. Entonces, solo el hecho de permitirme ser quien siento ser, y un nombre que quiera usar en este momento, y si mañana quiero cambiarlo, lo cambiaré, pero es permitirme ser como yo me siento en este momento, me dio más libertad. So as I was saying, yes, using the name, it took me like also some inner processes to just face some beliefs that I have. So yes, for me, it's been a journey of breaking patterns and breaking paradigms. So just going through that process, I feel just more freedom. And this is not like something that everybody needs to do or must do. It's just every process is very personal. But this was my process in this case. And that's how I ended up using Amalai. I use Amalai de Nisosores, in fact. Y así es como termino usando este nombre, Amalai de Nisosores. So that's a lot, but a little bit of the story on the name. And I believe Lily's still listening, like dual, potentially. I don't know if everybody else is listening okay or not. So Lily asked me to share something else about how was my experience and when did I started. So, okay, should I keep going? Okay, les voy a compartir entonces un poco de mi experiencia y cómo fue todo. And I know we don't have much time. When I start talking, time flies. Yo sé que no tenemos mucho tiempo, y a veces cuando comienzo a hablar, se me va el tiempo. Just to be concise, and if you have any questions also, you can drop the questions below and I will be more than glad to answer it. Si tienes preguntas, igual puedes escribir en los comentarios, y para mí va a ser todo un placer responderte. But I used to work in a corporate, right? I think many, not all, but many of us have that shift. I used to work in corporate for 20 years. In fact, what I studied was system engineering when I was a child. The plan when I was a kid was to study medicine. Then when I was 13, I got cancer, the Hodgkin's cancer. So I was 1 year full with chemotherapy. And after that, I I kind of decided, or I didn't like the hospitals and the smell much. And on the other side, how can you say, I didn't like the needles, right? The needles, I didn't like those needles. And I learned also that they practice in animals and all those kind of things. So it was not my thing. That's when I decided, okay, what's going to happen with my life? Les mencionaba que yo trabajé 20 años en una empresa corporativa. Trabajé en IBM, después de IBM fue mi primer trabajo, luego trabajé en Thomson Reuters y luego en Cargill. Y antes de eso, el background o la profesión que estudié fue ingeniería de sistemas. Sí, estudié ingeniería de sistemas. Me crecí en un mundo muy racional de hombres, digamos, porque éramos 7 mujeres y eran como 50 hombres en clase. Y cuando entré a trabajar en IBM éramos 2 mujeres y muchos hombres en el grupo de trabajo. Entonces me tocó desarrollar mucho la parte lógica. Y sin embargo, cuando era más pequeña lo que quería estudiar era medicina. Pero a los 13 años me diagnosticaron de cáncer de Hodgkins y pues pasé casi un año entre hospitales, quimioterapias y todo eso y me hastié totalmente de los olores de los hospitales y también aprendí que no me gustaban las agujas, no tengo ningún problema con que me saquen sangre y todo eso, pero no era algo como de mi preferencia, sobre todo cuando me contaron que hay que hacer prácticas en animales, entonces eso fue como un no y me vi como en esa incertidumbre de qué hago ahora. So just to make this kind of short, that's a little bit of how I started. But then I start like when you go into the logical mind, right? Everything is kind of accomplishing something. So I grew up in men's world, like, and I totally embedded there because we were at the university like 7 women and 50 men. And then when I started working at IBM, we were like 2 women in the area I was working, which was the infrastructure part of IT. And there were like 16 men, right? So yeah, it was a lot of achieving. It was a lot of what do we want next and doing the things and just being very focused, very, very focused, like laser focus of what we wanted. So I spent my time like working there with servers, with networkings. And then it happened also like, and I'm grateful for the company because I had the opportunity to move from IT, like it is already like 14 years ago. Like from those 20 years that I've been working in IT, 12 of them, I started working in human resources. I moved from IT, I did a lot of transformational things, but I moved to projects. And I started first handling projects for transformational processes, for technology, but then I moved for human resources, and then to finance, and then manufacturing, and then managing a group of project managers and process consultants. I started my career as a project manager, but at that time with IBM, and that shifted my whole view. Like I haven't worked in IT for a long period of time. So lo que decía era que durante ese tiempo, de estar en tecnología, tuve la oportunidad de trabajar en recursos humanos, manejar proyectos y en los últimos 12 años de mi carrera estuve dedicada en eso y eso cambió totalmente todo mi foco. Y eso me lleva a trabajar internamente porque empiezo a encontrar temas personales. Temas personales que me llevan a descubrir y a preguntarme más el vacío. Empecé a tener un vacío y empecé a tener como una desconexión. Digamos, entraba en ansiedad y era como que no pertenecía en ese espacio. Había mucha disociación y así es como, es el empuje más fuerte que tengo en todo este proceso, digamos, de recordar. So I start facing like some emptiness within myself. That's what I was saying, emptiness. And that really pushed me more into, okay, what I'm missing about my life, like why I'm supposed to do, like the big questions that sometimes you ask and then you ignore it, but then when you ask and you say, okay, what is it that I like, what is it that I want to do? So that's how it started some years ago, and then I decided to quit. Cuando comienzan esas preguntas, entonces decido renunciar a corporación. Antes de eso empiezo a trabajar paralelamente, a trabajar tanto en corporación y en lo que estaba haciendo. Es todo un proceso largo. La decisión de renunciar no fue así de un día para otro. Me tomaron como 3 años, casi 4. The decision, like, to quit took me some time. Like, it wasn't like one day to the other. It was like 2-3 years, I believe, maybe 4. But then I was working on parallel. I was doing my what I love it, and I was still working on corporate, also doing this in a different way, in a very more executive way. But then, yeah, when I quit, I started my nomad life. So for 18 months, I decided, like, it was a big step of detachment. Like, my department, I rented out. My staff, I rented full furnished, like with everything. I gave away a lot of things, material things. I used to have like watch many ones, many things. And then I moved to live with 1 luggage and two luggages, one big and one small luggages, for 18 months. So después de renunciar, eso me lleva a enfrentar una fase de desapego a todo lo material. Mi departamento lo renté con todos los muebles, regalé muchas cosas y un almacenito pequeño donde tengo todos los materiales de entrenamiento, porque estuve trabajando en paralelo también mientras estaba en la corporación. Y empiezo mi vida de nómade, que estuve así por 18 meses. So what I heard, because this is something that I decided, like, the courage that came was to follow my heart. Kind of, that's, I call it my quantum compass. And following my heart was, I decided to go to the places that I was receiving as a guidance and to do that journey. You may call it hero journey, but I was going to the places. I wasn't, it wasn't my mind, it was my heart guiding me and connected with the guidance, the divine guidance. So no era mi mente guiándome, sino permití que mi corazón, mi brújula cuántica interna, sea el que me guiara. Y ahí me tocó enfrentar lo que es vivir en incertidumbre. So there, I confront what is to live in uncertainty. It was not easy. It was not like something like, oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you did it, great. I have also physical pain. Like, it was reflected in my coccyx, with lower back pains. And I knew it was like, I was facing uncertainty. I wasn't going to have my monthly payment, which was amazing. And I was going to this uncertain. So también se vio afectado mi cuerpo físico. Mi cuerpo físico me habla, es una antenita que también recibe todo. Y cuando no escucho, mi cuerpo físico me habla a gritos. Entonces, también pasé por una etapa de muchos dolores en el lumbar bajo, porque estaba pasando una etapa de mucha incertidumbre. So yeah, that's how I started. I went to Bali. I lived in Bali for 4 months. Well, one of those ones, I was in Malaysia. I was doing some courses. I did a yoga training, teacher's training. I did shamanic breath work. In Malaysia, I did Vipassana for 10 days, which was amazing. I kept working right there also. I kept working on what I was doing. After that, I went back to LA, to US. I did a course with Sadhguru, someone that I like. He was there, and that week I was visiting friends. Then I came back to Costa Rica for 6 weeks. I stayed in my friend's house. I was staying in friend's house mostly, like they were opening the house. And I was like, okay, I feel I'm going to this place or to this other. And I was finding friends that they were very nice sharing their houses with me. Entonces de regreso viví en Bali por 4 meses, estuve en Malasia por 1 mes estudiando yoga teachers training, el entrenamiento de yoga, hice respiración chamánica, Vipassana, luego en Los Ángeles estuve por un poquito tiempo haciendo un curso de Sadhguru y de ahí me vine a Costa Rica, me quedé 6 semanas viviendo en casas de amistades, and I kept doing things, I kept studying. Then I went to Peru, I decided that I wanted to be with myself with no plans, no nothing, and I went to Cusco for 1 month. It was super cold. It was very strong for me, that experience. Estuve en Cusco por 1 mes decidida a no hacer nada, simplemente a guiarme. You know, sometimes when we are doing something, we keep our mind very busy. So we used to keep things like doing. So that's why I decided to not do anything. Muchas veces llenamos nuestras agendas de cosas y no sabemos no hacer nada. Y eso es hacer algo, ¿verdad? El no hacer es hacer algo. Pero nos cuesta porque siento, lo hablo por mí, me costaba mucho el no hacer nada, el estar conmigo. Entonces mi intención en Cusco fue eso, conocí a gente fantástica. Y para hacerla corta de Cusco, pues me fui, estuve viviendo en Estados por casi 2 meses y medio. Estuve en las Nevadas haciendo todo un curso soy instructora de programación neurolingüística y líneas de tiempo. De ahí me fui a San Luis, de ahí conocí gente en todo el camino. De ahí me fui a Mississippi, de ahí me regresé a Costa Rica, me fui a Perú otra vez, estuve en Cusco, hice un retiro místico y de ahí me regresé. Entonces ha sido muchos viajes. So after Cusco, I went back to US. I was living there for 2 months and a half in Las Vegas, in the south, and then to St. Louis, and then to Mississippi, and then go back to Costa Rica, and then go back to Cusco, where I did a mystical retreat, which was also unplanned. It was a solo trip. So that was kind of my whole journey in a very short time. Yes, Lily, you are on mute, by the way. You want to, you're on mute. Uh-huh.
Can you hear me?
You want to, you're on mute?
Yes, I am. I think I unmute myself.
Yes, I can hear you.
So because I don't have my headphones, it's kind of difficult to, to speak and listen and all of that. But I trust, apparently, according to Jean, who is in the audience, she said that they don't hear the echo. The audience doesn't, they don't. So that's a good thing. I guess it's just me. Well, we are, I think we are close to the time to end the show.
Yes.
And there is so much more to share.
Yeah, I share a lot. I share a lot. Compartí bastante.
So I guess what we can do now is, okay. I guess maybe we can try to share the pictures that you have.
Of course. I think you need to allow me to share.
Yes.
And I think also you might have your headsets in the, I don't know if you have them connected to your computer.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. No, it's disabled, so I cannot share yet. Mm-hmm.
Co-host. I am making you a co-host right now.
Okay.
Just give them a minute.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, let me open this. Okay. So I'm gonna share, I'm sharing right now, and this is just some pictures. This is one of my visits. This is a beautiful view. I don't know if you can see it well. Let me see if I can do a full screen mode. Okay, can you see this? This is, esto es la laguna Quinzacocha. This is the lake Quinzacocha. This is in Pisac, in Cusco. So this is in Peru. And for the ones of you that you may don't know, you may not know where Peru is, this is a map. Para las personas que tal vez no saben dónde está Perú, ese es el mapa, ¿cierto? Perú está aquí en Sudamérica. Peru is in South America. This little place around here, and I'm gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna share some pictures from this lake. I don't know if you can see this tiny lake down here. Voy a compartir algunas fotos de este lago que está aquí chiquitico en la parte inferior. Sí. This is from the trip that I mentioned to you. Esta es una foto de un viaje que hice, el de retiro, que fue totalmente inesperado. Esta puerta se llama Aramo Muro Portal, es la puerta de los dioses o el portal de los dioses. This is the Aramo Muro Portal. This is named as the Gate of the Gods. So this is, can you see it? Maybe you can feel the energy that this has. Acá lo puedes ver en todo, toda la foto completa y tal vez puedas sentir la energía de este portal. Se dice que aquí a través de esto llegaron dioses de otras dimensiones, ¿verdad? Que les llaman dioses de otras dimensiones para conectarse con, para experimentar, llegaron acá y que trajeron también como maíz y otras cosas a cambio de poder vivir en esta tierra, en este espacio. So the story says that some gods from other dimensions came through this portal. And this is a space of high energy, and you can do some ceremonies here also to connect to these other gateways. It has this vortex, is what local says. And I was there, and the energy is very, very nice. So this is located in Puno, close to the Titicaca Lake in Peru. Okay, there are different stories about this portal, this space. Here you have the Titicaca Lake. It looks like a sea, maybe. Aquí lo que tienen es el lago Titicaca. A veces podría parecer que es el mar. It's big. It's one of the highest in altitude, the lakes in the highest altitude. Es uno de los lagos en una altura bienal más alta que tiene. And this lake, part of it belongs to Peru and the other one to Bolivia. Parte de este lago pertenece a Perú y el otro pertenece a Bolivia. And this lake has also, the legend says that the Intis gods, they came, the sun gods, right? They came through this lake in this golden plate. And they brought the whole information to help educating the people that was living down here. La leyenda del lago Titicaca dice que Mama Oktuk y los dioses, la pareja de los hijos del sol, llegaron en un platillo dorado en este lago para enseñar a las personas que vivían en esta zona, ¿no? Y de ahí viene la historia inicial de los antiguos incas. So, and that's how it starts all the Incas history. It comes from the son of God, the son of the sun. Okay, the sun's name is Inti. So this lake has a lot of meaning. There are floating islands on this lake, as you can see. This is the Totora. They call this used to be an old way, how they were transporting, right, from one place to the other one. Existen las islas flotantes. Este barquito que ves acá es de Totora, que era la forma antigua como se transportaban. Ahora utilizan los barquitos con motor y todo eso. So the temperature of this lake is very cold. People that live, they can swim on this lake, and the skin and the blood temperature is also different than the other people from this town. La temperatura y la sangre y la piel de las personas que viven en estas islas flotantes está adaptada a este ambiente y es diferente a las personas que viven en otras áreas de esta zona. Okay. So yeah, this is people from this. As you can see, the skin is very dark, and also it's related to the blood. Like su piel es más oscura, ¿verdad? Por el frío, y también es más gruesa, y también es influenciada, digamos, con el color de la sangre y todo eso. So they pretty much live from tourism, and they are, they live from tourism, and they are very organized. So every time someone visits, they are, it's not like one floating island receive all the visitors. They have a system, so they organize for everybody, all the other islands, to receive the visitors. So they are rotating. So in that way, they look for fairness. No es que una isla controle todos los visitantes, sino que ellos se van rotando y tienen todo un sistema de rotación para que todos puedan aprovechar, digamos, porque este es su ingreso principal de esta zona, ¿no? Es una zona, ellos solían ser agricultores, pero ahora se dedican, digamos, a la pesca y al turismo, entonces cambió todo su sistema. They used to work in agriculture. In fact, they didn't like came from those islands. They came from the cities, but they were running away, and then they located on these floating islands. Okay, this is Chucuito. It's the phallus's temple or fertility temple. Este es Chucuito, que es el templo de la fertilidad, como lo pueden ver, y es súper obvio, es el templo de los phalos. But the reason I put it here, this is another place that we visit in this retreat that are organized, because we were working on the second chakra. We were working with the earth, as the earth invite us to take people down there. And it's very interesting because how sacred is sexuality, and sometimes it's so, the paradigm that we are working here, like we have, is very strong, but it was sacredness, what you feel on this temple. It's how they say that the rain, it penetrates the earth, Mother Earth, and then it comes all the flowers and everything, but it's because of that interaction, that sexuality that they have through the rain. At the same time, the prayers of the sun, the people that we raise, it goes and penetrates the skies, so we can manifest and materialize everything. So that's just stories that how they tell, and there is much more about how this interaction of male and female, or I would say feminine energy with masculine energy, comes together, and we all hold that energy within ourselves. It's very interesting. Aquí en el templo lo que ven son los phalos, y lo interesante es lo sagrado, como ellos lo expresan y lo sienten. Este templo de la fertilidad, se decía que cuando las personas o las madres no podían dar a luz, venían a este templo a hacer una ceremonia, y que luego salían, podían tener bebés, ¿verdad? Y lo que ven acá, si se dan cuenta, hay falos que van hacia arriba, hacia el cielo, y falos que están en la tierra. Y lo que estaban ilustrando realmente era cómo decían que el agua de los cielos caían a la tierra, y de ahí nacían todas las plantas. Igual que las oraciones se elevaban al cielo, para luego venían materializadas. Entonces es una interacción continua en la que vivimos. Y yo creo que estamos con el tiempo, no sé, Lili nos va a ir diciendo. This is a picture on the plaza. You will see every weekend if you go to Cusco, there is always activities, and you will see a lot of people like dancing and playing, and they have those customs. Esa es una fiesta que siempre lo van a encontrar cuando vayan a Cusco. Yes, Lily, I think we are on the top of the time now, right? Okay.
Yes, it looks like.
I'm gonna stop sharing then.
Okay, so So yes, we are kind of, let me see the time. Yes, so, well, I guess maybe you can come in another program and share the rest that you have. I don't know how much more you have to share about Peru or Costa Rica.
Yeah, if people wants to hear anytime, I can share more. This was just a little piece of one of the departments, of one of the states in Perú. Esto fue solo así como una pincelada. Yo sé que Estados Unidos es mucho más grande, ¿verdad? Perú es más pequeño, pero sí, eso es un pedacito. Ya puedes escucharnos, puedes escucharme.
Sí, es que como escucho un eco, no sé luego cuándo terminas y cuándo no, pero okay. So let's now, well, I want to ask you, Denise, later, or I don't know if you have time now, there have been some comments, you know, some people like your meditation and they, yeah, there is somebody, I think it's Jean who sent a message to you.
Okay. Yeah, I have not seen it. I'll check it out
Later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to draw a card.
Yeah, I like that.
It's just, I don't know what the meaning of the card is, but it's just interesting because you are doing a course about de los Andes. Is it like, what is it called, Denise?
It's spirituality. It's Inca Andean spirituality and mysticism.
Okay.
So that's
Look
the card. Andean cross, the chacana. That's the chacana. Oh my gosh.
How is that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that's so beautiful. The Andean cross. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. That's a gift for me. In fact, digo que es súper lindo y es un regalo para mí porque estoy trabajando, les he mostrado todo de Cusco, ¿verdad? La chacana, la cruz andina, que se le llama chacana, la ven en Cusco totalmente. Y estoy sacando un curso virtual de 8 semanas que se llama Espiritualidad y Misticismo Andino Inca. Y también lo vamos a sacar en inglés, como a mediados de octubre sale la versión en inglés. So the English version is coming out in mid-October. We are starting with the Spanish version on the October 1st, and it's going to be 8 weeks with someone from Cusco. So I am supporting all those people there that has been impacted, right? Because most of them live from the tourism, and I have so many friends down there, so many shamans and so many people. So I'm so excited that I'm supporting on this course. That's beautiful. I feel very excited for the card, Lily.
Yes, I'm just going to read the essence of the card, and then I would post the medicine because when it's upside down, I got it upside down, so it has the medicine message as well. But I just want to read the essence. The Andean cross represents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the 4 cardinal directions, the upper and lower worlds, and the steps to reach these realms. The hole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel. The proverbial eye of the needle we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and to break free of linear time. Yes. Let me read the medicine. I'm just very curious. The time has passed and the window of opportunity has closed. Now is not the moment to take that leap you have been over-preparing for. It is best to wait until conditions in heaven line up again to offer you a more propitious moment. Any bold action you take now will require tremendous effort on your part. Just as important as knowing when to act is knowing when to return to your inner stillness and wait for more favorable times. So, yes, that's what the card says. And I want to thank you, Denise, for being with us today. I always enjoy all the things you share, all your wisdom. And the meditation, everything you have shared has been really good. So I appreciate you being here with us. Gracias, Denise, por Amalai, por haber estado con nosotros el día de hoy, por la meditación y por lo que compartiste de tu vida y lo que compartiste acerca de lo que ofreces, de tus regalos y de tus dones, y también las fotos y del compartir del retiro que haces para que la gente que esté interesada, como eres bilingüe, because you speak English and Spanish, you know, and anybody that speaks both languages can really follow you, basically. I don't know if there is any last message that you want to say before we close. And before, I also want to say, I'll see you next week. Our audience, we will be here next week on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And Terry will be joining us from New York. She will be doing a land blessing in New York, and today she's in Pennsylvania, and she will be doing a land blessing in Pennsylvania. Please look at this video at the beginning because I show the pictures of the land blessing in Michigan that she did earlier this week. Si tienen la oportunidad de ver este video desde el principio, van a ver la bendición de la tierra que hizo Terry Angel en Michigan esta semana. Hoy ella está en Pennsylvania y va a estar unos días en Pennsylvania y después se va a ir a Nueva York y espero que esté con nosotros el próximo viernes para compartir de la bendición de la tierra en Nueva York. Y si hay algún mensaje que Denise quiera decir antes de cerrar, aquí estamos para escucharte.
Yes, I just want to give thanks to you, Lily, and also to Terry to create this space that I'm able to share a little bit. There is so much. So thank you so much for everybody that joined. I can feel your energy. And it was very, very nice to share this space again. Solo quiero agradecer a Lily y a Terry por el espacio que han creado, por este viaje tan fantástico que está haciendo a través de unir estos espacios en la tierra, y muchísimas gracias a todos ustedes que sintonizaron también, que puedo sentir su energía, así que muchas gracias. Thank you, Lily.
Y thank you to Enlightened World Network, to Dr. Ruth Anderson for having this platform where light workers can share all their gifts for everybody who is in need or ready to listen to the messages. Gracias a la doctora Ruth Anderson, quien es la encargada de esta plataforma Enlightened World Network y EWN Enlightened Living. Gracias por unirse el día de hoy y nos vemos el próximo viernes. Gracias, Denise.
Chao, gracias.